Hello. Shashank, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Super. So we'll quickly recall what we did in the last class.
Yes, sir.
We were discussing about data types.
Data types. Yes, sir.
What is a data type? It's a
Type of data
type
store.
of data that we are trying to store it. Correct?
Yes.
And so it is, how many types we have? Broadly, there are two types.
Two types, sir.
What are those?
Primitive and non-primitive.
Primitive and
Non-primitive.
non-primitive. How many types of primitive we have total?
Two types, sir.
Total 8 types.
Total 8 types.
Categorization is numeric, non-numeric, integral, floating and all.
Yes, sir.
But totally 8. What are
8 types.
those? Byte,
Byte,
short,
log, int,
long,
float,
double, char,
boolean.
boolean. Okay.
Yes.
Non-primitive,
The non-primitive string, no, class, array.
array,
After that,
enum,
enum.
enumerator. Okay.
Yes.
So again in the class, if you observe it, we have
String.
built-in class.
Yes, sir. Built-in class, user-defined class.
And user-defined class.
Yes, sir.
Defined class. Okay.
Yes.
User-defined. One example for a built-in class could be our string, system, etc. So many classes are there. User defined is whatever we create. Example, we create demo1.java, right? That is one.
Sir.
Last class we created employee, student, etc. etc. All are user defined class. Okay.
Yes.
No.
Yes, sir.
And we also saw something called typecasting. What is typecasting?
Typecasting means converting a lower, like on one form
type
of
to
data
another.
Yes.
In that under primitive, okay, so if it is primitive, we have two types. One is auto widening
and
explicit narrowing.
Yes,
if it is a non-primitive, we have not discussed.
Yes,
we
sir.
have two types: auto upcasting, explicit downcasting. Is it discussed in the class 9th?
No, sir.
Upcasting, downcasting? Okay.
No, sir.
Super. It's okay. Now if you observe, imagine I'm trying to create one array.
Yes,
int a is equal to, I will store a value. What is the value? 10 comma 20 comma 30.
Yes, sir.
I'll store it. And I can print also. Where is 10 is stored? It is stored in index. What is that index? A of 0.
Yes, sir.
How to print 20?
20 is like int a of 1. Yes.
1. How to print 30?
Int a of 2.
2. What is this 0, 1, 2? They're
Like
called as index.
Yes.
If the array has, okay, let's say 5 elements, then the index will be 0 to 4. Okay?
Okay, sir.
If array contains n elements, then index will be
4
0 to
0 to
n minus 1.
Okay.
Where n is the number of elements.
Okay, sir.
So how many elements we have here? 3.
Here we have 3.
So index will be 0, 1, 2.
Yes, sir.
If it is 3, 0, 1, 2, 1, that means n minus 1.
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
But the problem starts when I try to store something like this. Observe. Tell me why I'm getting error.
Because it can only store numerics and not letters.
Banu is a
Character.
String. Within single quote it is character. Within double quote it is a string.
Strings.
Okay. Let me change it to string. Now tell me, am I getting error here?
Yes, sir.
Why I'm getting error?
Numeric.
Because 10 is a numeric, it is not a string.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So there are many reasons or places in which we need to store a different types of data together.
Yes,
But unfortunately, what happens because of the difference in the data type, we will not be able to store it. So in Java, they come up with one solution. What is that? They said, let us do one thing. What is string? Tell me in Java, what is a string?
String is a like non-primitive data type.
Correct, right? It's a class, right?
Yes, sir.
And so using class, what we do, we create a copy of it,
Yes,
which is
yes.
called as object.
Okay,
Tell me, what is it called as?
object.
What is object? Copy or instance of the class.
Okay, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
And what is class? Class is a
Like
blueprint.
Blueprint.
One definition for the class is a blueprint.
Okay.
So instance. Okay, what is the meaning of it? Assume that you might have seen so many apartments.
Yes, sir.
So what they will do first, they will plan, they create a plan. What is the plan? Entrance should be here, main door, kitchen should be here. This is hall, this is one room, this is one bathroom, this is another room. Like that, they create a plan. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This plan, it's a blueprint. What is it called as?
Blueprint.
We call it as a class in Java. Using this
Yes.
plan, engineer will create a plan, correct?
Yes, sir.
Using this plan, the developer, the builder will start constructing the apartments.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is object. Based on the plan they constructed it. Okay. So similarly, class is a blueprint, object is the instance of this. Based on that only it is created. Okay. Copy of the class is called as object. So in this case, they said all non-primitive data types are internally stored as object. Tell me. All
non-primitive
data types values are stored as object. What do you mean by that? Let me show you one simple example. Let me have a copy of it. Okay, I'll copy paste it. Look at this carefully. Let me write one chota sa code and show you the difference. I will write int I is equal to 100. String s is equal to new string of Bhanu. I'll write it. So I is a primitive type, S is a non-primitive type, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
When I run this code, what happens? Let us understand this in detail, little bit. Let it be this code. When I compile it, I'll get a class file, and when I run it, okay, it will create one JVM. What it will create?
JVM.
What is JVM? Java Virtual Machine.
Virtual Machine. Yes, sir.
It has got two major types of memory. It has got two major types of memory. One is stack. Second one is heap. Two types of memory, stack and heap.
Heap.
Imagine we are inside main method. Main method is the one which is running. We are inside main method. When the control comes here, can you tell me what are we doing here? What is that? Int I is equal to 100.
That like int I equal to 100 means we are declaring the value.
We are declaring a variable.
Yes, sir.
What is the name of the variable?
Variable is I.
I.
Yes, sir.
What is the data type of that variable?
Int.
Int. Very good. What is its value?
100.
100. 100 is stored here. Are we clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
When the control comes here, we are declaring another variable. What is the name?
Like
Variable name.
new string variable.
Variable name.
Variable name is S, sir.
Yes. What data type?
Like string.
String. Very good. What data type it is? String data
String.
type. What is the keyword we are using? What is the keyword we are using here? Right side. New. New keyword will create an object. Tell me what new keyword does? New keyword will create an object. So in this case, which object we are creating? String object we are creating. Which object we are creating? String objects. Where it is created? It is created in a memory called heap.
String object.
Shashank, am I clear? Am I audible?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Super. So now here there will be an address for this object. Whenever the object is created in a memory, it will have some address. It's like a phone number for the phone. Okay. So new keyword will create an object. And after that, what are we doing here? We are initializing this object. Initializing in the sense, filling this object. What are we filling with? We are filling with the value Bhanu. So what happens here? It will store the value Bhanu.
Yes.
And now, when I say is equal to, here, will it store Bhanu? No, it will not store the Bhanu. It will store the address of the Bhanu. What is the address of the Bhanu? @obj123. It's just a hypothetical number. In real time, it will be very different. It is parting here. Okay. Now tell me how many variables we created in this example.
Yes.
Shashank, I'm sorry, your voice is not clear for me.
Sir, like I'm having a net one.
So we have two variables we created. One is I, another one is yes. I is of type integer, yes is of type string. I is primitive data type, hence value is directly stored here. I is primitive data type, hence value is directly stored here. S is of type string, which is a class, which is a non-primitive. It will not store the value. Instead of that, it will store the address of the object, right? So new keyword will create an object, and the right side code is filling this object with the value, which is Bhanu. And when you say is equal to, address is stored here. Address is also called as reference. Address is also called as reference. Hence, if you look at the yes, what is stored in yes? Is it Bhanu is stored or reference of the Bhanu is stored? Reference of the Bhanu is stored. Correct?
Yes.
Hence, it is called as, yes is called as reference variable. What is it called as? Reference variable. I is simply called as variable. Okay, na? So basically, variable, nothing but primitive data type will store the value directly. Whereas if you look at the reference variable, when I say reference variable, I'm always talking about non-primitive data type. What it will store? It will store the address.
The reference
Address or reference of the object. Okay, na?
Yes.
So in Java, what they did, they come up with one solution. What is that? Observe this. Observe this. You can convert this primitive data types into non-primitive data types. Tell me what we can do in Java. We can convert
Primitive data type to
primitive data type
non-primitive.
to non-primitive data type.
Non-primitive.
What do you mean by
Yes.
non-primitive data type?
Non-primitive data type means like class array.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So they created one class for this. What do you mean by that? Observe. Let us list out all the primitive data types that we have it first. Let me create
Yes, sir.
one class demo 3.
Yes.
Let us list out all the primitive data types. Tell me what are the primitive data types we have?
Yeah.
First,
is class.
byte.
Class byte.
Byte. Primitive data type. Byte.
Oh yes.
Then
Byte.
short.
Short.
Order also matters. Int.
Long.
Long. Float.
Double. Like float.
Double.
Double. No.
Double.
Yes.
Then comes the character and boolean.
Boolean.
How many primitive data types we have? 8
Eight.
primitive data types we have. How many?
Yes.
8.
8.
For each of these 8, for each of these 8 primitive data type, we have respective class. Example, see the difference. I will write a code. Byte A is equal to 10. In Java, we have a class. The name of the class is byte. What is the name of the class?
Byte.
Byte. Okay. Byte P is equal to new byte of 10. I'm writing it. Since I'm using the latest version of Java, I'm getting an error here. Can you see the error?
Yes, sir.
But in the notebook, they are using a older version of Java. What do you mean by older version? Let me just share it here. Which version of Java I'm using now today? 21. Can you see that? 21 number?
Yes, sir.
But in your class, okay, in the notebook, okay, or in the textbook, I think they are referring to the older version. Let me see whether it will disappear. 1 second. But unfortunately, it will not do that. Let me give. Is it error disappeared? But you still get this line, huh? If you get a line like this, can you see a line in between the words?
Yes, sir.
Strike out. This is called as deprecated. What is the meaning of it?
Deprecated.
What do you mean by deprecated? No longer supported in the latest version. In older version of software, it supports, not in the latest version. Okay. Let it be.
Sir.
Let us see what happens when I write a code like this. Let us see what happens when I write a code like this. Let me say whatever we have done here. Tell me where the execution happens.
Sir, like first
JVM.
JVM. Yes.
What are the types of memory we have?
Byte.
Memory. Stack and heap.
Yes, sir.
Execution always happens in stack.
Stack. Yes.
Imagine we are inside main method. When the control comes here, tell me what happens.
Now value will get declared.
It will create a variable. What is the name of the variable?
A.
What type?
Byte type.
Byte type. What are we storing?
Value 10.
It becomes a variable, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Here, can you see that it is capital B?
Yes, sir.
Not a magenta color. This is a keyword. This is not a keyword.
Yes.
Anything, the first letter is a capital letter, usually it will be a class name. What it will be?
Class name.
In Java, there is a class. The name of the class is byte. What is the
Yes,
name of the
sir.
class?
Byte.
Byte keyword is there. Byte capital letter is there. Byte keyword
Yes,
represent primitive data type byte.
yes, sir.
Capital B byte represents class name byte. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Since it is a class name, it will create one variable. What is the name of the variable?
B.
B. What type?
Byte type.
Byte. Small b or capital B?
Capital B.
Byte type. What is the right side keyword?
New.
What new does? It will create
Mm,
a object.
Object.
In this case, which object it will create? Byte object it will create.
Byte object. Yes, sir.
And it will have an address.
Address.
Some address it will be there. Next up.
Yes, sir.
What is stored inside? A is stored. What
Byte.
is A value? 10 is stored.
10. Yes, sir.
10. Still it is 10 only, but inside the object it is stored. Tell me
Yes,
here
sir.
what is stored. Will it store 10 or address of the 10 in this example?
Like address of the 10.
What is that? At the rate obj
Object
1,
1,
2.
2, 3. Yes, sir.
It will point here. Easy
Yes,
na?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Same
sir.
10 here directly present. Here it is present inside an object and you are referring to that. Am I clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
What makes the difference, sir? Let me show you. Assume that we have a mobile phone in our hand. What we have?
Mobile phone.
But when you bring it for the first time from the store, mobile shop, how do they give it?
Yes.
Tell me.
In a box.
In a box. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll keep it in a box, inside the box, this or that. Same mobile only. Now you have directly, now that time it was inside a box.
Box.
Why they
Okay,
keep it
sir.
inside a box? Tell me.
Like for safety.
Safety, na. It should not scratch and it should be very neat
Yeah.
and clean, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what they do, they keep it inside a box. Okay. Suppose we'll also put some colorful mail wrapper and all we put it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we wrap it. What are we doing? We wrap it.
Wrapping.
Similarly, what this class is doing, it is wrapping it. Correct?
Oh, yes,
Around that, around the number 10, it is wrapping it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hence, these classes are called as wrapper classes. Tell me, what is it called as? What is the name given for it?
Wrapper class.
Wrapper class. Which one is wrapper class? Byte is a?
Byte is a wrapper class.
Similarly, what is the next data type we have?
Next is short.
We have a class for it. Huh?
Yes,
Short C is equal to new short
short.
of some 10. I'll give it. Or you can give some A, B, whatever you want to write. Okay,
Yes.
na?
Yes.
So, what are the wrapper class we have? Number 1, byte.
Byte.
Number 2,
Yes, sir.
short.
Short.
I think you can guess the next one. What is that?
Yes, int.
How to write it?
A capital I and T.
But unfortunately, this is a special case. It is integer. Tell me, what is it?
Integer.
Only for int it is integer.
Okay, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Next one, tell me.
Next is long.
As it is.
Yes, sir.
But only difference is capital L.
Capital L.
Is equal to new long of some 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is also an example.
Long.
Next one.
After that, float. F
How
capital.
do we write it? F capital. Wonderful.
F capital.
What is this? It is a name of a class. All these are name of a class.
U F. Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Next up.
Yes, sir. After that, float double. Yes.
Double.
After that, double. After that, char, sir. Character.
Am I getting error?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So what is the class name?
Character.
Character.
Okay, sir.
What is the class name?
Character.
Character.
Yes, sir.
Byte, short, int, long. Okay, float, I forgot to add it. Sorry. Float, double, character. Last one.
Boolean.
Boolean.
B capital.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
So how many primitive data type we have? 8 primitive data type.
Yes, sir.
For all the primitive data type, there is a respective class is there.
Yes, sir.
What are those called as?
Wrapper classes.
Wrapper classes. Okay. What they do? They help us to convert from primitive data type to non-primitive data type.
Non-primitive data type. Yes, sir.
Using wrapper classes, we can convert
Primitive data type to non-primitive data.
we can store
Store. Yes.
primitive data
Data.
in object format.
Object. Yes, sir.
Primitive data in which format?
Object format.
Understood this? This is primitive
Yes,
data. It's inside an object. It is
Yes,
just
sir.
wrapping your mobile phone. That's all. Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood. Understood.
So now, why do we wrap it? Answer is simple. Assume that you want to send something in the courier to your friend,
Yes,
somebody.
yes.
Now tell me, if you want to send a mobile phone to your friend, you are gifting it. For courier company, will you give the phone directly or you put it inside a box, neatly wrap it and give it?
Second, like you need to wrap it.
Why? Because for courier company, are you the only person giving for a transportation, or there are many people are giving the object items to transport?
Many people, sir.
And now imagine every object has of different shape and size.
Yes, sir.
Some objects
Yes.
will be round, some will be triangle, some will be rectangle, different shape will be there.
Yes, sir.
If we give it to courier company, can they put it inside the courier van and send it?
No, sir.
So everything will fall apart, correct?
Yes, sir.
And somebody sees there is a precious phone is there, they will steal it
Yes.
also.
Yes, sir.
For safety and security, what they do, they will always ask the customer, hey boss, you pack it and give it to me, then only I'll take it for a courier, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So what you will do, you take one rectangular box, neatly pack it and give it. So now, is it not for a courier people to neatly put it in the van, one above the
Yes,
other? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, size may be different, but shape is always almost a rectangle shape. You can keep
Yes,
it one
sir.
above the other, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And will the courier boy come to know what is there inside?
No, sir.
No. So there is a safety. There is no chances of stealing anything, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Same thing happens here also. In Java, it will help me to wrap the primitive data type into object and store it. So that is with the help of a wrapper classes. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
this is in older version. In newer version, how to write it? Let me show you the actual code. In the latest version of Java, we will write something like this. Now tell me, am I getting any striking mark here?
No, sir.
No. So which method to use?
Value of.
Value of. It is there everywhere. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the code.
Short dot C.
Very good.
Equal to short
Short
dot
value of some number.
Yes, sir.
Whatever it is. You can give number also, whatever. Okay. Here also,
Yes.
please tell me.
Integer D
Is equal to integer dot value of some number.
Yes, sir.
Let me comment it. Long
E equal to long dot
value of 10. Some number. Any number
Yes.
you want to use it.
Yes,
Proper
sir.
number.
Yes.
Here.
Yes. Float f equal to new float.
Float dot value of.
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
double G equal to
double
uh,
G is
double
equal to
equal
double
to
dot value
value
of
of
10
yes,
points. Why I'm teaching? Because as per the your book, school
yes, sir.
syllabus book, it is like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but it is deprecated, no longer supported, so we'll give like this. Okay,
Yes,
now
yes, sir.
it's okay. Now let me comment this also. Here also how to write it? Character h is
Character
equal
h
to
equal to
oh,
character dot value
value
of
of some character.
yes, sir.
Same thing happens here also. Value of whatever the value.
Yes,
Okay, na easy na.
yes, sir.
Now let me take this to the next level. Observe this. Imagine there is an integer I is equal to 10. Huh? How to convert
Yes,
this into object? How to convert this into object? Tell me.
integer dot
Integer. Okay. First you
dot
need to
yes.
declare a variable. Na?
Okay,
Some
yes, sir.
n is equal to
N is equal to I.
integer dot value
Val
of I.
I. Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So what is happening here? What is happening here?
They are wrapping the data. Primitive to
Primitive
non-primitive
I is
converted
converted to
non-primitive
non-primitive n.
N. Yes,
R. Value is converted as object.
object. Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it?
Yes,
We
sir.
are wrapping it, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It can be done directly also. No need to do this circus.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let me show you another variable. Tell me, am I able to store it?
Yes, sir.
You can print it. If you
Yes, sir.
print it is same only. Whether you use I or you use N or you
Yes,
use P,
yes, sir.
all are same only.
Yes,
Let me just execute it. Can you see that?
yes, sir.
So here also what is happening? Tell me.
Here also like we
Converting
are
int
converting
10 to
into
object 10.
object
Which type of
10. Yes,
object?
sir.
Integer object
Integer
10.
integer object 10.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
This concept is applicable for all the primitive type.
Okay, sir.
And so this is called as what
Wrapping.
one? This one. Wrapping, or also called as boxing. What is the name?
Boxing.
I will ask you, hey, please put it inside a box. How do you wrap it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Put
sir.
it inside a
Box.
box, right? So what is
Yes.
it called as? It is called as
Boxing.
wrapping or boxing.
Boxing.
Boxing in the sense usually we get fighting. It is not fighting. It's putting inside a box.
Yes, sir.
So there are two terminologies we use it. Either we call it as a wrapping or boxing.
Box. Yes, sir.
Am I mentioning any conversion type or anything here that we did in the
No,
last class?
no, sir.
So hence it is also called as auto boxing.
Auto boxing. Okay, sir.
What is it called as? Auto
Auto
boxing.
boxing.
Now tell me, what is P?
P is
Primitive or non-primitive?
like non-primitive.
Non-primitive. What type?
Integer type.
Integer type. Now I'll do ulta. What is that ulta? Int k is equal to P. Tell me, what are we doing here?
Non-primitive to primitive.
Yes, converting non-primitive to what? Primitive. Isn't it?
Yes.
That means it is ulta of boxing.
Yes.
This is called as unboxing. Tell me, what is it called as?
Unboxing.
What is boxing? What is unboxing? Tell me. Converting from
non-primitive to primitive.
Primitive to non-primitive is boxing.
Yes, sir.
Non-primitive to primitive is unboxing. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Super. So okay.
Yes,
so 1 second. Any question till this?
No, sir.
Is it applicable for only int or it is for others also?
Others also.
Can you give me an example for the character? Demo
Character.
5. Demo 5. You should tell me. First,
Okay.
I'll say char c is equal to, okay, some character t.
Yes, sir.
I want to convert into non-primitive. Tell me what is the code for converting into non-primitive.
Character
Very good. Character, some letter, okay, some
equal to
t is equal to c.
new character. Yes, sir.
This is also
Okay.
possible. R, olden program. Let's write it. Old program. What is the old program?
Character
New
C1 character
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 of C.
of C. Yes, sir.
One more way is there. What is one more way?
New
Character dot
character
value of
of
C
C.
is there. One more way is there. Directly write C.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Old
Yes,
method,
sir.
new method, direct way. So
Yes, sir.
this conversion is called as boxing.
Yes, sir.
Since it is done automatically, it is also called as auto boxing.
Yes, sir.
Ulta.
Yes, sir. Unboxing.
Tell me the code. Char
Character
A is equal to P1.
P1. Yes, sir.
Correct, right? P1 is
Yes.
object type. You are
P1 is
converting into this one.
Yes.
Is it easy?
Yes, sir. It's easy.
Fantastic. I'll share all the details. I have shared the link yesterday. I hope you can watch those videos. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now I have a meeting to attend. Okay. I have a
Okay,
meeting to attend. I will be
okay.
leaving early today. We'll continue tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.